EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And now on second down for this offense. The give on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Some pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Hit as he throws. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option two, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Makes the catch. offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the 1st quarter, and they'll try it again. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Turning it on! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Let's it fly! Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 45, on his way. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Sticky. It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
What a lucky break for the run. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumble in the first place.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. To make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Got a man. It's Ross. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Ross. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. Trying to slam in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Looking to scramble. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up,
going to throw it over the top of the D. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
They're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's reeled in. It's Dickey. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Allard. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Did the work himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Tosses it incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Makes a grab past the marker. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raider. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Toss to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Reynolds. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Got it behind the line. It's Allen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing down the left side. How could this happen? Huge mistake, and the defense cashes in with a touchdown, and they're a point away from tying it up.
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. They're ready ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. With the catch, it's Allen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
The defense can taste blood in the water. They've got 4th down. They know that the offense can't try to kick a field goal. They need one more stop. I wouldn't be surprised if they get aggressive here and bring an all-out blitz.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost the throw again. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
With the catch, it's Ross. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Looking to throw, it's Allen. Fires left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air. It's Allard. Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the direct snap, it's Allen. Runs through a tackle. There